Welcome back to Ask Allison. Here's today's question. I'm looking for resources for transitioning from accepting insurance to solely accepting cash pay. Help. Your resources have helped me successfully build a thriving private practice years ago, and I cannot thank you enough. Yay. First, I want to thank TherapyNotes for sponsoring Ask Allison. They are the #1 rated electronic health record system available today with live telephone support 7 days a week. It's clear why TherapyNotes is rated 4.9 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot and has a 5-star rating on Google. TherapyNotes makes billing, scheduling, note-taking, and telehealth incredibly easy. And now for all you prescribers out there, they're offering ePrescribe. They're really making it easy for you to be able to transition on over to them if you're with a different EHR. They will import all the demographic data for you free of charge, so you can get going right away. Find out why more than 100,000 mental health professionals are trusting TherapyNotes. Go to therapynotes.com and enter the promo code ABUNDANT at checkout for 2 months absolutely free. All right, so there are 3 main things you need to be aware of when you shift to private pay. First, you have to market more effectively if you don't take insurance. Typically, that means being more targeted in your niche. You have to do a really great job talking to your ideal clients and your marketing efforts. But don't let that intimidate you. You are 100% capable of that. You've already done it to some extent, right? You've had the help of insurance, but I think that my guess is if you've been following along with Abundance, you've also put in a lot of the work already for marketing. Resource-wise, we're opening up Inner Circle, or rather Party Plus, which is everything in the Abundance Party, as well as individual consultations and drop-in open office hours. It's a 6-month program. I'm going to link to that in the wait list so that you can grab a spot while it's open. Otherwise, you'll have to wait until it opens again in the spring sometime. Okay, so the second big deal thing with private pay is money mindset. So if you're like me, you were told in grad school to never expect to make money from this career. As we learn more about private practice, we realize that's not true. Then we imagine it for ourselves and the guilt starts marching in. We're supposed to be helpers, and apparently helpers aren't supposed to be wealthy. At least that's what I was taught. But my OB wasn't taught that, nor was my dentist, nor my accountant. My kid's neurologist never said, like, oh, I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry about that bill. My attorney has never said, like, well, oh, Allison, you were late, so just pay a prorated amount. And yet therapists, the people who are most likely to be training clients on boundaries and self-care, we pretend our own financial well-being isn't all that important. Number 3, lastly, if you're marketing effectively, you got to have some faith in the process. I have lost count of the number of people I've helped with this transition, but it's at least 1,000 now of people I've worked with who have transitioned off of insurance. When communicated effectively, and we teach that in the how to get off insurance panels without selling out or growing broke, which is in the Abundance Party. You have access to that in either the Party or Party Plus. But when you communicate it effectively, therapists are shocked at how many of their clients stick with them. They almost all assume that most of their clients are going to leave, but usually only a couple of do. And when I say communicating it effectively, I do not mean convincing or coercing. Oh, that's gross, and we're not doing any of that. Part of it is like not being like meek and apologetic, but there's a whole course around that. So I'm not going to try to recreate it in a quick Ask Allison. So those are the 3 most important parts of transitioning to private pay. The easy thing, which a lot of people use as a decoy problem, is how to get off a panel. Like, oh, well, I don't even know how to get off the panel. So they use that as a problem. So I'm going to solve that problem for you real quick. You send an email to provider relations for whichever insurance company you're getting off of and ask them how to get off the panel. Usually they just need like a 2-sentence statement on your letterhead, quick and easy. Don't take my word for it, though. Every insurance company is different. It takes you 1 quick email, like 2 sentences long, to just ask how to get off of it. And we have scripts for that for you in the course. We have scripts for how to communicate that you're leaving a panel also in the Abundance Party and in Party Plus. I haven't met a single therapist who regretted getting off of panels. Most say they wish they'd done it sooner. So if you're on insurance because of obligation or because everybody else around you is on it, as opposed to because it feels ethically right for you and for your practice. If you've been thinking about getting off of them, here is your sign to make that move. Signups for this cohort of Party Plus will only be open for 1 week. So if you hop on that wait list, then you'll know and you'll be able to get in before it fills up. I also want to go on record for probably the millionth time. I'm not pro or anti-insurance. I want you to have what you want. I want you to know you can have what you want. And either way, Party Plus has you covered. You can check that out. We will link to it. If y'all have questions for Ask Allison, please DM me over on Instagram. Today's free worksheet is a list of the top 5 things people think are necessary for private pay practices that really don't matter. All right. I'll talk to y'all later.